Okay, so I finally opened up my pal Breadbin, graciously purchased from one Mr. Commodore Lad on Twitter. And as you can see, it's an Assembly 25407 longboard. Um, let's see what else we got here. Looks like we still have the original CIA chips. The looks like the SID and the CPU have been heat sinked by a previous owner. I was actually trying to get a good look at the PLA. This looks like a Philips PLA, so apparently that's one of the better ones. Um, I have no idea if that's original or if it was one that was swapped in later. I tried to get this can off of the Vic, and yeah, that was a no go. I didn't want to force it. I don't want to tear up the ground plane, so I'm not gonna futz with it too much. It's unfortunate that I can't see which SID chip is under here or which revision, but that's okay. Um, I have some. Let's see. It looks like this is mostly Texas Instruments RAM, but I don't know. I don't know if any of these chips have been replaced because I haven't really looked at the underside, so I don't know if there's been any rework here. But it's actually in pretty solid condition. Now, I don't know if Commodore Lad did all this work or if maybe a previous owner did, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Maybe a little dusty, but obviously the clips for the top of the case have long since broken off. As you can see here, see there, they've long sheared off. I could tell that as soon as I picked it up. I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely missing the clips on the back. But yeah, so that's my pal C64 there. I love the demo scene, and unfortunately, there are not too many NTSC demos out there anymore. I think it enjoyed a brief renaissance back in the mid '90s, but NTSC demo scene pretty much dead by this point. There's still some demos that trickle out from time to time that are compatible with NTSC machines, but they're few and far between. Most of the bigger and better demos are, of course, PAL only. Um, and, of course, the occasional PAL only game. Most of the time, you can find a crack with an NTSC fix that works just fine on NTSC systems, but every once in a while, there's one that does not. So I like this system. I have plugged it up, tested it out. Zeta Wing, I played Zeta Wing on it, so it's nice. The 50 hertz flicker, it takes some getting used to if you're from a 60 hertz country, but other than that, it's pretty good. I've been playing it on my JVC monitor. I have yet to see how well. I know the RetroTink will handle it just fine, but I yet to see how my Elgato capture card is going to deal with 50 hertz refresh rates. But so far so good. I've really enjoyed having this now in my quote unquote collection. I don't really consider my C64s to be part of the collection because I actually take them out. I play with them. I goof around with them. They're not really. When I think of collection, I think of items sitting on a shelf. Well, these do not sit on a shelf. This one in my NTSC 64C shortboard, these aren't, so I don't think of them that way because these are not, just shelf decoration for me. They are. I use these systems. I try to play on them at least a couple times a week, if not more. I am a huge C64 fan, and as anyone who knows me can tell you. So, again, I'm very, very happy to have this in my collection now. So, thank you so much to Commodore Lad for being so willing to part with one of these. I've been after one of these for a while, and to have one shipped straight from the UK is just fantastic.